when I was a kid, my dad always would be around me. Like I thought that was normal. So this dad who was passed would always appear in my dreams. I had the same recurring dream over and over again of him telling me not to go down the same path as him. Like literally there were sharks involved and in a glass bridge. And he was like, don't go this way. This is the way I went.
So a very distinct dream that you kept. Okay.
I had it many times. I got chills just saying that. So if I tell you I get chills, that's just them saying yes. Okay. That's a yes for me. Okay. So that's my dad going, yeah, you had it many times. Like, yeah. So I just thought I could communicate with my dad because I could. Like anytime I would get chills, like all my friends in high school knew if Jared got chills, you listen. All my friends would know, like and this is how my verbiage used to be, like something bad's going to happen. I got a bad feeling. Mm-hmm. And so I always associated these feelings with something bad for the longest time. And another big turning point for me was when that happened. So just to tell this story, we were at a location. We walked into this location and on the way in, I said, whoa, what was that? And me and my friend both turned. He's like, what? And I go, did you feel that? And he's like, no. I said, I just got chills all over. And we both looked to see what it was. And we went into this location. Okay. This was back in my dealing days. Okay. So we go into the location and I tell him, I got a bad feeling something bad's going to happen. And so we scuttle up and we get out of there. That place gets raided.
Oh, wow.
Okay. There was a camera in the hallway when we walked in. And when I said I got a feeling and we both turned, they didn't catch either of our faces on the camera.
Wow.
And from that moment forward, every time I got chills, I paid attention. If I got chills, what? What are you trying to tell me?
What do you think it is, the messaging? Where do you think it's coming from? You think it's your dad?
Well, I did originally. I always thought everything was my dad, and this is a mistake a lot of people make, right? But the truth is it's my guides. So I have a specific guide. I call him the gatekeeper guide. The gatekeeper guide is the guide who is in control of like the gate, right? Mm-hmm. He lets all the information come in. He tells me what I can trust, what I can't trust. He makes me feel everything. So the way the process works is if I try to read you, I don't actually read you. I ask my guide, he gets the information. That's the safe way to do it. That's the way to do it without feeling other people's emotions. That's the safe way to do it. So to answer your question, that's how I get my information.
What would be the unsafe way?
For me to emotionally open myself up to you and feel your emotions.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
This happens a lot in relationships, right? It happens with your wife. Like if your wife's sad, you'll feel sad.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you're sad and she's sad, then who's fixing it, right? Who's helping? Who's being the strong one? Because you guys have to be, someone's got to be the strong one, right? Someone's got to take care of the kid when the other person's down. Someone's got to be the opposite, right? So anyway, it happens a lot in relationships. You'll see it a lot with mothers and daughters. They'll get so combined with each other that they don't know where one starts and the other one ends. And so it happens a lot.
That makes sense.
It happens a lot.
So are you able to keep the gate closed until you want to open it, the information gate, or does it just sometimes open and you're like, no, I don't want this right now, but they need to tell you something, or the gatekeeper needs to tell you something? How does it work?
Yeah, so he's in charge. As long as I let him be in charge, he only gives me what's safe, right? He only gives me what I need. I'm not open to. I don't just walk around picking stuff up as long as I'm not open to everybody else, right? And so this is a crazy thing, but what I had to learn was like to shut it off. And so I was taught to like block my heart chakra, right? Which again, I told you I don't go into chakras very much because I don't go into all that. I'm not a woo-woo guy, but like you turn it off, right? So I'm going to show you, watch, try, let me show you a little trick. Go like this and cross your arms. Try it. Okay. So what this does is this blocks your heart chakra, which is where you feel as an empath. Okay. And so when you do this, now you're blocking me. You can't feel me. You can't feel your daughter in the other room. You can't feel, the person outside. You're left with you. So then you have to check, like, okay, you close your eyes and you go, okay, what do I feel like? And then like, I'm a little nervous because we're on a podcast. So I know that's me, right? Like, but I just checked and now I know what I feel like. Okay. So now I know me. And I know it's not, and so then I put it down and then I feel the vibration change. Like I feel a difference. That difference is everything else. So the difference is you, because you're in the room.
Oh, okay.
So as I do this, I say, so if I go like this and I'm calm and I go like this and I feel anxious, then guess what? You're anxious.
Okay. That makes sense.
So in order for me to read you, I had to shut myself. I had to check.
You have to do that
I have
physically?
to know me.